This morning, the white stallion approaches a group of mares. In this corner of Camargue, he is the dominant male. This one has no colt, and it's the season of love. The mare moves away. An invitation, no doubt. At any rate, he follows. Then the courtship begins. Elegant but energetic. The stallion is vigorous, robust, and will not let her out of his sight. He'll need to show tenacity to win her over. The survival and the quality of the species depend on the selection of the strongest parents. The stallion can sit up and beg as much as he wants. It's the mare that chooses the moment. And this morning she has chosen, and allows him. In 11 months' time, a colt will be born from this union, a pure Camargue horse. Demarcated by the arms of the Rhône, the heart of the Camargue Delta has been a listed nature reserve since 1927. There are so many different species here that it's considered as one of the richest and most diverse parks in Europe. Its lagoon ecosystems are particularly well preserved. Here, there are 26,000 bulls. They don't really live in the wild, but they come and go year-round in large open spaces. When spring comes, the newborns must be counted and sorted. This is the job of the guardians, riders used to an outdoor life, just like the American cowboys. As well as their work sorting calves born in the spring, they choose the finest animals from amongst the bulls to take part in the races in the bull ring. The horses aren't scared of bulls, and the bulls are not wary of horses. They know each other. Both are used to living in herds in the open air. Partners through the ages, driving the herds of bulls together, the Camargue horses and the guardians are a rare example of ancestral harmony between man and animal.
Hey! Hey! Up! 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 Hey! Up! Up! Up!
When their sorting work is done, the bulls leave with the men and the horses return to their destiny. Free to come and go according to their pastures and their desires, the horses form bands where family ties reign. With the young still following their mothers, you sometimes see groups of 30 or 40 mares accompanied by their offspring. The guardians regularly try to spot solitary males. They choose their stallions for reproduction and for riding. Today it's our stallion, this magnificent 5-year-old horse, that interests them. They have already captured him several times. They're embarking on the slow process of training him. He lets it happen and enters the arena. Man has never hurt him. The key word is trust. The guardian knows the horse so well, knows its fears and its great capacity to adapt. This hand gesture is not just a caress, it's the sign of tacit trust between them. It's the result of repeated contacts, respectful of the animal and its behaviors. This is the first time he's had a saddle on his back. It's a tricky phase. Every last action is performed with gentleness and precision. For now, the stallion remains calm. But suddenly the instinctive fear, this weight on his back, feels like a predator's attack. Once again, the man will reassure him, gently, according to a ritual that the horse is beginning to understand. The guardian won't be riding the stallion today, but one day he will. Such is the fate of these half-wild, half-tame horses. For now, the stallion returns to the vast, marshy expanses where he will continue to play his role of reproducer. Almost a whole year has gone by. It's spring again. The mare is ready to give birth, 11 months after she met our stallion. The grass is fresh and tasty. In the fine weather, the vegetation is chock full of vitamins and minerals. These nutrients are essential to the quality of milk. Already in this month of May, foals are appearing. The fruit of the love of our stallion and his partner is slow in coming. Everyone seems to be awaiting the happy event. But now she's moving away, a sign because mares often go off on their own to give birth. A birth should take place in private. Even though there are no more predators in Camargue today, they still exist in horses' instinctive memory. The birth went well. He has joined his mother, but stamps his feet at her side, clumsy, fragile. The mare is recovering her strength after the birth. It took him only 20 minutes to learn to walk. His life starts here, among the aunts and sisters to whom his mother introduces him. For with the horse family, though the stallions come and go as if they ruled the roost, the society is matriarchal. It's the mothers who set the codes. They who feed, they who educate. The newborn already has a girlfriend. Like him, she's not white. They won't have the color of their race for 2 or 3 years, perhaps longer. This filly, just a few days his elder, is showing a fiery character. He too is already galloping, learning about speed, defying the wind and enjoying it. The first few days, a foal will learn to control its momentum, to coordinate its eye with space, missing obstacles instead of banging into them. In a few weeks, he will have grasped his world. For months, he will live in the middle of his manade, or herd. Here they live in the open air and rely on themselves to find their next meal. It's the beginning of a long apprenticeship. There's so much to learn, particularly memorizing places and their uses. Rest, pasture, shelter. There are 10,000 horses in the Camargue, the great majority mares with their young. At the height of spring, when the young are strong enough to start traveling, their mothers gather in larger groups and head south. They know that they will find enough food to enrich the milk with the nutrients needed to make their foals grow. On their way, the first grasses form the start of a vitamin-rich diet. Appearing out of nowhere, as is his wont, the stallion comes sniffing around the mares. Protective and ready to defend his young when attacked, he hasn't just come to fulfill his paternal duties. He inspects each one. Some are still suckling, others are heavy with future foals. As the fox, like the powerful kite, is no threat to the young, the stallion leaves and the manade finds peace again.